Josh Feuerstein here. You know, a lot of people have asked me, how is it that you can believe in a God that you've never seen? Well, the reality is we believe in things that we've never seen all the time.
Something tells me you're about to confuse having indirect evidence with having no evidence at all.
I can walk through a gallery of art, and even though I didn't see the painter paint the painting, even though I may not be there to shake his hand, the reality is he exists, and I have proof because I look at his art. I look at his paintings.
And when I see the world, I don't see any brushstrokes or any other indirect evidence left behind by your God.
When I look around at other human beings and I look at creation, it's proof to me that there is a creator, the same way that art is proof that there is an artist.
Just because anything or everything exists doesn't suggest that your God, the Creator, made it, any more than my paintings suggest that Picasso exists. You haven't made the connection between what you see and specifically only your God. There are many other explanations that could be used to explain away all that is. Your God, just one of them.
You know, it is that we believe in things that we don't see every single day, whether it's heat. Well, we feel heat, but we can't see it.
I'm guessing that you've never heard of thermal imaging, so since you like fiction so much, I suggest watching the movie Predator. That should explain it to you. But another point, if you can feel something, it's also a valid empirical observation, and when you feel the differences in temperature, you can take that as evidence that you have experienced. You don't actually have to see in order to experience things empirically and verifiably.
Whether it's gravity, well, we feel the effects of it, but we've never been able to see gravity.
Josh, we don't see gravity, but we do empirically feel gravity's effect on our body, and also through observations that we've made on how gravity is affecting things, we've been able to put satellites into space, mimicking the action of the moon orbiting our planet, and also works every time. Testable, verifiable, and hold your God to the same standard.
The atheist cannot even claim to possess the totality of truth, and so how can they say that he doesn't exist? For there is no proof that he doesn't, and yet my experience is proof enough to me that he does. That doesn't make me better than an atheist. It simply means that I've had an experience that he hasn't had. The same way that maybe I could have went to Disneyland and experienced Disneyland while maybe they haven't. It doesn't make somebody better. It just means that they've had an experience and shared something that somebody else hasn't.
Josh, I don't think that your parallel of Disneyland is appropriate for this circumstance. Disneyland is something that a lot of people would like to go to, and some people can't because they're too poor. But what is real is something everyone can share in. And I'd say a more appropriate example for you might be Josh might have been dropped on his head as a baby, as a kid, and that doesn't mean that we're better than him or he's better than us. It just means that he's had a different experience.